Now this is a last point in this lesson, challenge of democracy. We will discuss this point and we will see what challenge of democracy are there in all society, in not only India, everywhere in the world, wherever the democratic countries are there. So no country is described as complete democratic country. No country can describe as a complete democratic country because see, I will give you one example here. Suppose if you started if you are just riding the cycle in 7th standard, but when you go in 8th and 9th, you feel कि I should ride a vehicle, that Activa or something, or pleasure or what. Then again you grown up in 20, or after some days you feel I should drive a car. So our expectation is always high when we learn something. So here is also same thing. When we do, no country can describe complete democratic by for equality because expectations are goes on high and high every time. So we are going to discuss this point. So here the challenges, which challenges used to come in our democracy, first is caste system, inequality of gender and gender bias, economy and social inequality. Communities and individuals are always trying to expand the democracy. They want to push the equality and exist the new issues. So individual, what is the role of individuals in democracy? Individual try to expand the idea of democracy and push the greater recognition of equality in various issues. Now we come to know everywhere is it should be equal. In everywhere, everyone should be equal. We know. As we know, we try to push up this idea. We try to expand the idea, and we used to want a recognition that all are equal. So this is also one thing. And main struggle is for the recognition. All persons are equal for their dignity and to maintain. Suppose I know that everyone should be equal. So I will respect others, and other will respect me too. So my expectation will also like this. So the main struggle of recognition for all person is equal for the dignity. Everyone is fighting for dignity. हमको हमारी सेल्फ रिस्पेक्ट, हमको हमारी इज्जत प्यारी है, सब उसके लिए लड़ते हैं. So what do you think, whether the equality of all person ensure or not are be able to maintain dignity of the all individual or not? Whether we are doing this or not, we are going to study in this coming chapters. Whether all, do you think whether the equality of all person is ensured? Do you think all persons are equal, all having dignity or not will be able to maintain us? Okay, if it's not, how you are going to maintain the dignity of individual? Whether everyone is getting right or not? That is only, there are so many challenges. Though we will say equality is there in our country, we have completed equality, everyone is equal, there is no gender bias, everything okay. But something is there, again it will be not at all completed. The challenges will be coming to democracy. Wherever the democratic government there, these challenges are there, it means, right? So this is your lesson as we completed the lessons, and here in your textbook on page number 15, one picture is given. The Government of India passed Disability Act in 1995. This law states that the persons which disables have equal rights and that the government should make possible their full participation in the society. The government has to provide a free education and integration children with disabilities and the mainstream school. This law also states that all public places, include buildings, schools and accessible, should be provided with their ramps. So this is very important to understand. See how we are. This is also a challenge. Sometimes some disabled people are there in our area, in our surrounding. So we used to make them inferior, but government is saying no. And suppose there are some imperial people, those who are imperial. So those who are not able to see, the vision is not there. That is called imperial. So that people are not. They will also should be in our school. Some mental disorder they are also. They will be also take admission in our that same school. There should be not a separate school for them. There should be a disability in the mainstream school only. The government want that everyone their building, our building should be accessible. There should be ramp for these people. So they should be also study with the other children also. There should be no difference between they are disabled and this. These are the challenges in the democracy. These are the challenges for the government also to do these things. So there are some beautiful examples are there in your lesson. All you have studied from first point. If I am not wrong, we are studying equality from very first. Right to vote, then right of other kind of equality. We studied the stories, 3 stories, and then we discuss about the right to equality. Then recognize our dignity. We studied equality in Indian democracy. We studied, and we also studied about the midday meal schemes and how the equality is promoted by the government with the schemes and with the so many ideas. Now, even the issue of equality in other democracy we have studied, and lastly, challenge of democracy. By this, your lesson is over, and please read page number 14, Article 15 of Indian Constitution that is mentioned, and that is very important to read properly. Please read down that blue color column. Okay. Thank you. God bless you all.